Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you guys how to make ceviche. So in case you guys want to learn how to make this super easy and delicious recipe, just stay tuned and I'll show you how. Alrighty guys, so let's get started with our ingredients. So for this recipe we're going to need 2 pounds of raw shrimp, limes, lemons, 2 cucumbers, 3 Roma tomatoes, a half of a purple onion, 2 of your favorite chiles, 1 bunch of cilantro, avocados, 2 tablespoons of jugo Maggie, 3/4 of a cup of clamato juice, a half a cup of ketchup, garlic salt, black pepper, your favorite hot sauce, and tostadas. So these are ingredients. Now let's get started. Alright guys, so first we're going to start by cleaning out our shrimp. So my shrimp, it's already peeled the vein and tail off, but I like to get rid of the vein. So with the toothpick, I'm just going to take the vein out. I mean, you can always just, cut them like that, but I like to make sure that they're fully clean. Alright, so I'm just going to throw them on here so I can rinse them. Alright, so after we have cleaned and rinsed our shrimp, we are ready to cut them. Alright, so now I'm just going to grab my shrimp and I'm going to cut them in small pieces. So this one I just cut it into 3 and you want it to be into bite size. And then I'm just going to put them in my large glass bowl. And these are the last shrimp, so I get to cut them into fourths. And of course if you get smaller shrimp, then you're just going to cut them smaller. Alright, so I'm just going to repeat the process until you're done with your shrimp. Alright, so once we have our shrimp all nicely cut, we are going to start to chop our onion. Alright, so after we have our onion all nicely chopped, we're going to split it in half. And half of it I'm going to throw it with my shrimp. And the other half we're going to add it later. So you can do the whole onion now, but for me, I like to crunch my onion, so I like to add half of it after. Okay, because we are going to be marinating our shrimp, so the onion does get a little soft, with all the lemon juice. All right, so once we have that, we are ready to start squeezing out our limes and lemons. All right, so we're going to need enough limes and lemons to cover the shrimp. And of course, you can use just limes or lemons. That's just preference. I like both. Okay. Alright, so just squeeze. Alright, so I use 4 limes and 4 lemons. So now we're just going to season it with garlic salt, black pepper, and our jugo Maggie. So now just give it a good mix. So now I'm just going to cover it with foil. Alright, so now we're going to put our shrimp in the refrigerator and let it marinate for about 30 minutes to an hour. Alright guys, so it's been 30 minutes that our shrimp has been marinating. I still have it in the refrigerator. I'm gonna let it marinate for another 30 minutes. But meanwhile, we're going to start to chop all of our vegetables. So I'm going to start with my cilantro. I'm just going to chop it. And I'm getting the stems as well. So just make sure that your cilantro is finely chopped. I'm just going to place it in a plate. So next we're going to cut our cucumber. I'm going to cut the edges. And I always do this to my cucumbers. Do it to both sides. Okay, so once the foam starts to come out, I go and peel it. All right, so after we peel our cucumber, we're going to cut it in half. And I like to remove the seeds. Okay, next we're going to cut our cucumber. And I'm going to cut it in strips like that. So about 5 of them, 5 strips like that. And then we're going to cut them into little cubes. All right, so after we got our cucumbers, we're going to cut our tomatoes. I'm going to slice them in half. And I'm going to remove all of the seeds as well. You can leave them in, that's optional. I like to remove them. Like that. And then we're going to cut them the same way we cut our cucumber. All right, so lastly, our peppers. So I'm going to remove the stem on both of them. I'm using as chile serrano and chile habanero. So the habanero is spicy. So I'm going to leave the seeds. You can remove them if you choose to. And then we're going to cut them in small pieces as well. Wear gloves if you're sensitive to chile. Okay. So once we have that, we add it with our vegetables. Okay. So now we're just waiting for our shrimp to be done, and then this is basically our ceviche. It's almost done. Okay, so after an hour of our shrimp marinating, this is what it looks like. As you can see, the shrimp is already turned into a beautiful salmon color. So now I'm going to add the ketchup and the clamato. Now the clamato, if you don't want to add it, you don't have to add it. If you don't want your ceviche to be watery, then don't add it. Me, I like the flavor, so I like to add it. And now we're just going to pour all of our vegetables with the shrimp. And this is not like the cóctel de camarón, okay? Just because it's watery. See, after the vegetables are all in, then there's not that much liquid. And let me tell you, that smells delicious. Okay, so now you just want to try it for salt, and if it needs any, then just add it. To me, this is perfect. So this is basically our ceviche. So now we are ready to serve. And I like to eat it with tostadas, with avocado and tapatío on top. All right, so to serve, I already grabbed my tostada. Going to grab our ceviche. Add our avocado. And tapatío on top. Yum, my mouth is so watery. So now enjoy. Alright guys, and now for the best part.
You taste it.
You ready?
Yeah.
Cheers. So good. Seriously, super delicious. Super refreshing. So good. Alrighty guys, and there you have it on how I make ceviche. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, and if you recreate this recipe, please don't forget to tag me on any of my social medias, and if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button so you guys can be part of our family. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, no, no. Eres perfecta mujer, de la cabeza a los pies. Tú pasas de mi nivel, tú tienes el piquete. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami.